Hey folks, John here, BJ60 Landcruiser addict. So in today's video, I thought we would take a look at the injector pump from a 3B diesel engine, which would come on a BJ60, a BJ70, maybe a BJ42, all pretty similar. Basically what I wanted to show you guys is how to replace the diaphragm. So I'm going to put my gloves on. I'll bring the camera a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So here's a close-up of the injection pump. Essentially, before anything's taken apart, you will see, essentially it'll look like this. This cover will be on the back. There's 4 machine screws you will take off with a flathead screwdriver. Basically the cover comes off, and then you will see this spring just like this. There is a shim sometimes in the back, so just be careful that that doesn't come out. So just set this off to the side. Now, you will notice these 4 screws. One of them has a little hole in it. That one is located in the top left, but it doesn't really matter because it's more for when they set this up at the factory. They have a little wire in there, basically a non-tamper wire. So you can actually see a similar wire down here. But anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But if you want to put it back according to factory, that screw goes in the top left corner. And then essentially we have our diaphragm here. So what commonly happens is a hole can develop in the diaphragm, and then your idle will increase. So to get this out, you can just take a little pick to kind of help you get it out like that. There is a little tab at the bottom here. When you're putting it back in, you want to make sure that that tab is lined up. You may have to pull this shaft out a little bit inside so you can pull the whole thing out. I don't know if you can see the little tab on the bottom. So essentially, let's see if my hands-free headlamp isn't working. That's a pain. Anyways, so you can see inside there's a little shaft there, and there's a cotter pin that would normally be going through that little hole, and there's a little flat washer that also goes on there. I think I just dropped it. Oh, it's inside. I think I see it inside. Anyways, the easiest way to get this off, in my experience, when it's on the vehicle, which is a pain in the neck, is to use a pick with a hook and then basically pry up on the cotter pin. So I'm going to put my headlamp on here so we can see what's going on. So you see the little hole here. There is a washer. It fell inside here. You can get it after. Doesn't really matter. And then basically just pull this off. You just slide this off the shaft. I'm going to try not to knock the whole thing over here. Just like that. You see there's the little tab on the bottom, and that needs to line up with the little notch at the bottom of the housing here. The little washer's inside there. I don't know if you can see it. We don't need to worry about that. But essentially, yeah, so you get your new one, slide it on the shaft. Trying to do this with one hand is always fun. And then you'd put your washer on the shaft. And then your new cotter pin in. That's the fun part, getting the cotter pin in and then just bending it up, of course. And then you just put it back together again. Line up with the little tab at the bottom here. And put your cover back on. And that's it. That's how you replace a diaphragm on the injector pump. Hey guys, hopefully you found this video on how to replace the injector pump diaphragm helpful. If you did, please like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.